It's Monday, and every Monday we start with Motivational English class. From the previous Monday classes, since we've been recording in April, the teacher speaks English in a slow tone of voice. But right after July, we started in a velocity that's gonna get used to. So if in this moment you're not understanding everything that I say and you get shocked, try to understand the idea. Don't translate. Understand one or two words and get used. Accustomate your ear. This is really important for listening comprehension. And if you want to end up with more at courses like this, you can use to listen to music or dialogues that you like. You can pause your favorite series and repeat. This is gonna help you a lot with listening comprehension. And you don't have to pay, right? There's no courses like this. We're just talking about producing, and this is free. You can use our channel or any other different channels. You can choose the teacher that you like to have these classes done. So anytime that you have any doubt or you don't understand something we say, go ahead and write down here in the comments and I'm gonna let you answer and be corrected, okay? If you want to use some sentence and copy these related to your reality, go ahead and write here in English for us and we're going to correct your writing. We have a group of more than 21 teachers that's able to do this for free, no costs, okay? 90% of the population that watch our classes use this for free. Just 10% of the students that want an extra VIP course or something better goes to our platform time by time. In this moment, we don't have courses available, so we are just practicing with the free students. As soon as I have vacancies for our new course, I'll let you know, okay? So you can use this once a week. And if you are advanced and you want to improve more structure and vocabulary, go ahead and watch our classes that Survival English on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And every Wednesdays, we have Basico, just in case you don't understand everything. So every Monday, I'm here to talk about motivation, secrets of life, secrets of happiness. And I love this self-knowledge thing because it's all related to coaching. And I did the coaching course in Sociedade Brasileira. And here in São Paulo, it was amazing because I discovered many things about me and my heart and my suffering and how we can evolve and grow up in our mission, in our values, in our principles related to happiness. And with all this support and information, today I translate it into English in order to help you, not just with the language, but in order to be motivated. And everybody asks me all the time, teacher, are you all motivated all the time? Of course not. I do have relationship problems, health problems, family problems, financial problems, but that's the way I interpret life. I interpret life focusing 90% positivity. I see what's good. I see what I already have. I try to thank everything I do. And I do love to work with targets, objectives, aims. I think this is super important and help you get out a little bit of depression when you have focus in that area. And when you focus, you have actions. And you have actions, of course, you're going to have results. So one of the things here is to learn how to make a target, how to make an aim. You have to learn how to put a dream in your mind because a lot of people say, I want an own house, I want my own car, I want to make this trip, but you never do something related to that. You just want it in your thoughts. So the first thing you have to do is diet and control your thoughts the same way you diet what you eat. So I'm talking about things that you think. And immediately when you're thinking, no, I will never get this house, I will never get this boyfriend, I will never get this car, this trip, or whatever you want. Do you know what you want? Okay, so whatever you want, and you say something negative comes to your mind, that's yourself, yeah? That's not a demo talking about you. It's yourself doing it. You are your own enemy, all right? So when you listen to this, immediately you have to tie up this negative thought and say, throw it and it's canceled. I'm gonna get everything I want. And you can do your life, yeah? You can perform your life. The idea is how to do these objectives. First, you have to analyze what is your values. Because if your value is family, of course, the objectives has to do something with family. Now, if your value is security, that's something completely different. You have to focus in finance and working. Now, if your value is let's enjoy life, your objective must be something related to socializing or trip. So I'm talking about different objectives, and it doesn't matter. There's no correct or incorrect. Everybody's trying to be happy in different ways, in different paths. So the idea is how to put this dream in order to make myself motivated. And one of the graphics here is going to show you a roadmap. The roadmap is related to the date that you want to achieve this that you want, yeah? And see right now where you are and put the date here, exactly where you are and where you want to achieve. This can be a number related to money, or this can be a drawing about a picture of a car, the house that you want, or it can be an imaginary husband like I did this to Oswaldo, yeah? I imagined the perfect husband and I draw this and I put the date. In 2 years, I'm gonna find the best husband to get married. So I was 25 when I did this, and in 27 I found the bastard, yeah? So you can use this for anything you want in life, for any area of life. The thing is, the roadmap from where you are to where you want to be. So I was 120 kilos right here, and I put 2010, and I said that in 2013, the same date in the same month, July, I would be 50 kilos less. But from here to here, from single to married, from fat to thin, from unemployment to employed, there was a path, and this path includes the mini actions that you're gonna take until you go there. So the idea is, who do you have to talk to? What do you have to search? How many times do you have to visit in order to do the thing, yeah? How many doctors do you have to see? What do you have to enroll, matricularse in something? So there are many steps that you're going to take in order to achieve there. Because I want a house. Okay, what color is the house? How many windows and doors? Have you visited the houses? Do you know how much it costs? Have you made a test drive in the house just to see how much you need, yeah? So this is related to testing the life, yeah? And then you're gonna put the mini paths, the mini actions in short term that you have to take in order to achieve the long term. This sounds simple, but when you put in practice, it's simpler, much more. You're gonna understand that to achieve what you want is just a matter of walking. So the idea is clarify and make yourself super focused in what you want. And that's that, in that day. And I'm here right now. It looks far what I'm going to focus in my mini actions that I have to take in order to go there. So imagine that you are there, you already have what you want, and thinking the day before, what were you doing? Think 1 week before, what were you doing? Think about 1 month before this happens, what were you doing? Think about a bimester before. You don't have the car yet, you don't have the house yet, but it's a bimester before 2 months. What were you doing? So think about a semester before now. The boyfriend you want, the money in the bank you want, the car that you want. What are you doing a semester before? So you don't have it yet, but it's 1 year from what you want to now. 1 year, what are you doing? So my last aim was to have a virtual school. Once my physical school didn't go so well, it did well for 7 years, but didn't anymore according to the crisis, according to many things. So I adjusted my new dream as having a virtual school and attending many Brazilians at one time. So I was in a long path 3 years before. I didn't know how. I didn't know about platform, recording. I didn't know about microphone, lights and stuff. I didn't know anything about this, yeah? So I put in my mind where I want to be. And what was I doing 1 year before? Videos. I was recording videos the same way that I'm doing right now, yeah? So there is a path that you need to walk or run or just make a jogging, you know, like a Cooper, in order to achieve. But we don't think about this, yeah? No. We are Brazilians, yeah? What you want? You want the result. You don't want the sweating, yeah? You want what the person has. You don't want to have the same studies and the same talking and spending hours, investing time, sometimes money in order to achieve there. For example, today's Sunday, and here I am recording a class that's going to be on Monday. Just by planning, I can see what I can or can't do. I adjust this related to what? To my values. Because I have family values, security values, financial values, and these jumps go over my sister, my brother, yeah, sometimes my baby. because that's related to love and making my story. And it's not egoistical, it's not selfish. We are thinking about us. I'm giving my life as an example here because my life is a book open to see if this enlightens you related to yours. But observe other people's life, not to compare you as a bullshit and put yourself down in inferior complex. No, or either to, there are people that observe other people's life to say I'm better. Yeah? No, not this way. But see yourself 10 years ago and how you are now. Haven't you improved? So what do you think is going to happen 10 years next? Of course you're going to be better. In some way, somehow, you're going to be better. I promise you. Just in case you fall down into addictions and get drugs and whatever. Yeah? But besides this, if you deliver your suffering, if you learn with this, if you overcome all the problems you have, and I do know that you have problems in all areas like I do, we are just trying to survive. So here in the motivational class, I try to explain for you something that give you based and facts, not opinions, not religions, not God. I'm telling you the truth, how you can see the problem and work for this. You're gonna have to see what's the path. And it's not a matter of putting the picture in a board for you to see the car, the house, the boyfriend that you want. No, that's all related to what you want. Put it there with a date. Tell me why. Why do you need it? Is it part of your values? Is it connected with your principles? Because if it is, okay. Now, if it's disconnect, you are self-sabotaging yourself, yeah? You're just making this into a lie. Your life is going to be a lie. Because if your values is family and you want to drink and party all night long, yeah? Now, if your values are partying all night long and having fun, and at the same time you're studying, you see, we are completely incongruent all the time in our lives. We think something, we feel another, and we act a different way. So that's related to our objectives too. Stop for 5 minutes just to think about what you want into your life. And is this congruent? Is this similar to what you want as values and principles in your life? Is this according to your mission? Because everybody has a mission here. Work is one of them. Help people. Improve society. Make your best every day. Even washing a dish. Making your best. Taking care of your kid, your dog, your plant. I don't care the way you're going to evolve. You don't need to get married and have kids and have $10,000 in your bank account in order to be happy. I'm just telling you that you're going to choose this. And it's just a matter of choosing. There is going to have consequences. Now, were you born in the middle of the favela with no opportunities? I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to sweat and sweat a lot, but you can do it. Get up early, get the bus, be different from any others, get out of the 90% of the population and be the 10%. The 10% who suffers to change your social abilities, to change this area, and you're going to be different. How? Working and studying, baby. There is no other way. Are you trying the illegal facts? There are a lot of people here that learn us with the English to catch into prostitution or drug dealers, whatever. Are you going out overseas and learning how to do money with this? Of course, one day the house is going to fall down. Of course, one day your life is going to be discovered. Of course. So try to make a wholeness life based in wholeness values and principles. So here go my questions for today. And you're going to think about your mission and what's your values and principles, okay? Mission is something that attracts you into life. You do it without thinking about time. Like I do here, recording the class. I don't even see the time passing by, you know? I really do what I like, what I love, but it took me years to learn this because I hated to be a lawyer, being in audiences in forums in front of judges and other lawyers. I didn't like this lie. Nothing against the profession. I'm just telling you that I had to find myself. And finding myself cost me crying, suffering, and a lot of years learning to look at myself. Stop looking at others people's life and talk about others people, because this is a distraction too. I cut the distractors in order to grow up. So the idea here is to identify your most important characters, features, characteristics about your personality. And this is going to bring you self-control, self-knowledge. At the same time, it's going to help you find your mission. Because if you don't have your mission yet, if you don't have principles or values yet, I'm going to help you find with these 5 questions, okay? So step 1 is to see what are your talents. And if you don't know, start asking people. What do I do that you like? Yeah, I speak fast, speak slow, dance well, play a good instrument, or help people how to do this, teach people how to do that. You have a good smile, you know how to say good morning, you do an excellent Excel table, yeah? I don't know, whatever, you're good in maths, you're good in geography. What are you good at? Are you good at sewing? What's something that you're good at? You know how to deal with hairs, yeah? You know how to do a nice shirt or just place a button on it. Think about what you know how to do. Can you clean clocks in high altitudes? Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful to serve society to what you know. I know how to do a nice cleaning and get the trash and throw away, whatever. What can you do that you like? And it's something that's just you can do. Other people can do better or worse, but it's something that's inside you. With this, you're gonna find your principal characteristics: extroverted or introverted, shy or outgoing, sociable or unsociable, cute, polite, educated, punctual, organized. There are so many, yeah? So many good values: amused, excited person, interested person, annoyed. You can think about the 5 positive aspects. Don't think about the 5 negatives, because in this moment you don't want to see, and even if you don't want to see, you're going to put yourself down comparing to others, and that's not time for it, okay? Perhaps in a psychology therapy or just to check and be in contact with yourself, you can see this. But in this moment, we're going to focus on your 5 positive aspects. And if you can't find 5, try to focus in 3. 3 good things that you can do well. Ask people, parents, sister, brothers, friends, people that love you, what's something they see in you that you can't see sometimes because you're not positive now, they could help you find these characteristics. Step number 2, try to describe the behaviors that you have in order to show this talent. For example, I say good morning to people because I am extroverted. What's something that you do, the behaviors, the attitudes that you have that justify, that explains this talent that you're telling me? So you are an interested person, excited person, because I am always anxious about something that's going to happen. I am always the leader of the team, making everybody happy for the party or whatever, yeah? So what are the actions that proves that you have this talent? Okay, step number 2, because that's your acting. And one is the being, the adjective. The other is the acting as the verb, okay? Step number 3, identify the 5 main objectives that you want to achieve in your life during the 80 years there's going to be in this planet, yeah? During this 8 years or one century that you're going to live in this planet. That's a short period of time. For physical aspects could be a big time for you, a long time period. But in spiritual life is a day, yeah? So it's already in the Bible that says this, okay? So what's your main objectives that you want to achieve? And you can work short term in 1 year or long term during your whole life. Because I can tell you, after you achieve 70, you're going to start looking back at your life to see what you've done when you had energy. Because in 70s, you're not going to have energy anymore. You just have energy to think about what you did and what you didn't do, yeah? And then you don't have time to reconstruct everything again. So I'm telling you, do it while it's time. So tell me what you want. Tell me where you want to achieve. And using these titles, identify the financial objective that you want to achieve in 1 year, okay? With this talent. I have a talent because I do this. For example, I'm a motivated person, yeah? I'm a motivated person because I make people happy. I make people happy everywhere I am. I can be a clown. I always try to motivate people, do my best for it. This is a talent I have. So I use this talent, okay? And I'm going to make money with this. As a teacher, I know how to teach. As a lawyer, I wasn't so good. As a doctor, I would be horrible, yeah? Because I don't have this talent. So we are talking about the money you want to achieve in 1 year doing this. So if you could make money doing exactly what you do in order to be your talent, how much would you like to make? After this, you're going to select the most important behaviors and talents that clicks, yeah, with what you're saying. And you're going to elaborate. You're going to write your mission. So my mission is to be this that you are, okay? Adjective, talents, characteristics, features. Through, através de, through, and you put the verb. Through this behavior, through this attitude, through talking, through teaching, through helping, through writing, through sewing, through cleaning. You put the verb, okay? To conquer, and you're gonna put the financial objectives, yeah? To conquer 1,000 reais extra a month, to conquer 10,000 reais in the end of a year, or if you want to be more prosperous, you put a 6 digits, okay? So think about this and conclude your mission sentence. With this mission sentence that you stop for a minute, because 5 minutes ago you didn't know what we were doing here in this planet, yeah? And suddenly you found out. So just work with the sentence every day, yeah? In front of the car that you're gonna drive, or in front of the switcher that you're gonna turn on, turn off. Write the sentence in front of the sink where you're gonna wash the dishes or cook, or on a notebook or agenda that you open every day. I don't care. Put your alarm clock to set at lunchtime and read the sentence once or 2 or maximum 3 times a day to memorize, to copy and glue in your mind. And after 1 month, perhaps, this is going to start making sense for you, because it has no sense. You're going to say, I always did this cooking and I'm going to make money with this. Yeah! Oh, I always clean it. You know, I can be a personal organizer and make money with this. Yeah! Oh, I always like it to help people, and can I make money being a therapist? Yeah! And I can tell you yeah for everything, and so does the universe, darling. It's a shop window where you can choose and do whatever the fucking you want. But that's the matter of choosing and putting in action. After the sentence entering you, and imagine, I was a lawyer working with lies and clients, and suddenly I learned how to teach. I was doing this by free, really. I didn't make any money with this. And suddenly I said, oh my God, I can do what I like and receive money for that. Is that possible? Because we are always living that life of survival, yeah? 9 hours working with what you don't like, seeing people that you don't care, and eating the food that you don't want, yeah? And getting the bus and the transportation or the traffic that you don't want to your life. And suddenly there is a opening window like this that shows you it's possible. If you know what? Your mission, your values, and your principles. Darling, if you have any questions about this, please call me in Instagram direct, and I'll be open to help you. That's so important in order to be happy. Find money with what you want, with what you want to do, what you were born to do. That's something that's all related to clicking with you. And suddenly, for no reason, everything is going to start making sense. Take care. God bless you. Namaste. Thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.